Love and light. Thought I'd start out tonight with the animal frequency cards and pull out 3 animal frequencies that would be best to help us as a collective for this next week. Oh, wow. A lot of bird energy, too, there. All right. The first one I pulled is flamingo. Talents, balanced, beauty, charming, colorful, congenial, discernment, family-oriented, graceful, leadership, lots of friends, organized, responsible, social, teamwork. Challenges, dependent on others, hard to please, and vanity. So the frequency from what I take of this card that we need to pull on this next week is more of being organized and helping family, being very responsible. And we have to be careful, though, not to become dependent on others or too much, have too high of opinion of ourselves. That's what I got from that one. And then we have the cow. Talents are abundance, calmness, compassionate, destiny, fertility, generous, gentle, grounded, inner strength, insight, keen eyesight, motherhood, new beginnings, nourishment, patient, possibilities, protection, and sacrifice. And the challenges with this energy is becoming rogue, complacent, isolated, lazy, overprotective, and putting others before self too much. And so what I feel from this frequency is that there are new beginnings coming our way. And we need to be patient, look at the possibilities, be aware that there will be sacrifices, and to be careful not to go too extreme or to sit back and just let things happen. And also always make sure that you do self-care too. And the third energy frequency is the rainbow lorry. Hello, Dakota. Talents, busy, chatty, clowning around, coaching, colorful, communication skills, curious, encouragement, entertainment, freedom, happy, high energy, intelligent, playfulness, sensitivity, transformation, and vibrant. The challenges that come with this frequency are destructive, doesn't rest enough, easily frightened, easily stressed, mischievous, sweet tooth. And what I pull for this next week would be to not be getting so busy and caught up in all the distractions. Keep your curiosity and be encouraging to others. Playfulness is still really always good. Be careful of your sensitivity and make sure you take care of yourself. Get plenty of rest. And don't be too mischievous. The energy around us is just not quite ready for that. And that is what I got from the animal frequencies that we get for this week. Okay. Oh, hello, Terry. Hi. Let's see, where did I put my frequency cards? There they go. Would anyone like to have a card? And do you have a preference on what card you would like? I have messages from the guides. I have messages from angels, talking to heaven, soul's journey. To while y'all decide. I think I'm gonna pull 3 cards on the No Kings that's coming up. I'll be in Tennessee. I won't be able to go to this one because I have to help a dear friend of mine out. I don't know if I'll even be able to be here for Friday's Fireside Chats next week. I'm going to try my best, but it really all depends on how everything goes in Tennessee. Ooh, that one jumped out. Ooh. Okay. Oh, wow. Okay, for No Kings, I have the Devil card, which I guess well, y'all know what it looks like. I did not tape it for YouTube purposes. So there's going to be a lot of temptation going on and restrictions during the No Kings. They're going to try very hard to make it not be very visible, more so than normal. And that's followed by the Six of Wands, which shows victory and success. So no matter how difficult they make it, No Kings will be very strong. And then we have the Hanged Man. There's going to be a lot of spiritual growth through this. There is going to be some suffering, but I feel that it's going to pull out, we're going to pull it off. It's not going to be, this one won't be quite as large in some areas due to a lot of the restrictions that they're placing and problems that people are having. But there still is going to be a lot of success. There's going to still be a lot of people attending the protest. Okay. How about if I pull, Terry, for you, cards from Beyond Lemuria? Would you like that? Any messages from the Galactic for Terry? The cards are so large. Okay. Okay, wonderful. We got the portal keeper for you, Terry. There's so many possibilities of energy opening up for you. There's a lot of energy opening up around you. You're probably experiencing a lot of new energy, a lot of strangeness starting to happen around you. That's a beautiful card. You're well protected, and yes, the cats, they're protective of they protect you from any negative entities. So this is showing that you are protected with all this new energy around you. You are surrounded and protected. Yes, everybody's been having crazy dreams lately. There's a lot of energy going around. A lot of stuff. A lot of stuff's going to be happening soon, and a lot of people are finding that a lot of their ancestors, a lot of loved ones that have crossed over, are coming into them in dreams. And I think it's because they're letting us know that they're here with us and they see what's going on, and they want us to know that we are not alone and that they're on the other side helping us as much as they can, and that everything's going to work out good. Yes, I have too. Some I hadn't seen in quite some time coming back to me. I get I get the smell once in a while of one of them visiting me. My grandmother visited me for the first time, and she passed back in '85, and she visited me this week for the first time. Oh, wow. Yeah, they're around us right now. We're going through some powerful changes, a lot of upgradings going on, and within this next year, we're going to be having a lot more evidence of our friendly visitors visiting us, wanting us to get used to the idea that we're not alone. And I believe a lot of our loved ones, our ancestors, are coming around just to help us with this energy, give us some support on the other side. Boy, the fire is burning down low pretty fast. I guess it's the heat and everything. I have a fan on me. I'm looking for celestial insights. We're having all these things happening. Let's see if we can get any celestial insights, please. Please share some celestial insights for us. Clarity. Clear vision is leading you forward. Have you been feeling uncertain? Clarity is emerging. Take action with confidence and trust in your path. So, yes, there is going to be a lot of clarity for everybody. Oh, that's great. So, you get the sense also when they're visiting. I have one ancestor that I don't know who it is because it's someone not in my lifetime that has visited me during some of my worst times, like when I almost died and times like that. And it's the fresh scent of chocolate chip cookies being baked. I would love to find out who it is. I know it's an ancestor, but everyone I talk to, no one knows who it was. So it's before my lifetime, apparently. Maybe a great great grandmother or someone. Oh, you have all the Claires too. Oh, that's wonderful. I'm just now getting to where I'm opening mine back up. I closed them down back in the mid 90s because there was just too many weird things happening, and I had a family and I just couldn't deal with all the craziness at that time. So I'm just now this past year started opening them back up. Would you like a card, Dakota? I think I'll see. What else could I maybe do some cards on? I want to try to keep it fun. Do something fun. Let's see. Soul's Journey. Talking with Heaven. We've been talking about the ancestors. You do? Okay. What card would you like? I have messages from the guides. I have messages from angels. Talking to Heaven. Soul's Journey. Anything in particular you would like? Oh, wow. Winston Churchill. Cool. Well, let's see. I can do, let me do one from Talking to Heaven, one from your messages from angels, and a soul's journey. I'll do that for you, Dakota. Okay. Any messages from heaven for Dakota? Oh, okay, that one. All right. And now just some angel message. Oh, wow. Okay. And then soul's journey. Okay. So, possess self confidence. That's the message you got from Talking with Heaven. So possess self confidence, followed by messages from angels. There's opportunity and change. But with the soul's journey, change does sometimes come with not being able to do something that you really wanted to do. I understand that a mistake is only an opportunity to learn, and through that learning, you have growth. I want to expand my consciousness and my awareness. So it's only showing you that one path is not quite the path you really want to go towards. It's not quite the time for you at this moment. But there's growth from not taking that path, and there's going to be another opportunity in that change. And you just need to keep your self confidence very strong. How is that? I hope that resonates with you, Dakota. Hi, Marby. How are you? Let's see. Let me get this back in here. There. Oh, the fire's almost down to where you can't see it. Oh, you're doing auto writing. Oh, that's wonderful, Dakota. I would imagine hearing something when you normally don't would be a little unnerving. That is wonderful. With the new energies coming on, people are going to be finding themselves doing a lot of things that was not on their bingo card. How are you doing, Marby? Would anyone else like any cards? Ah, okay. Yeah, I was kind of getting the feel from the cards. That's part of the adventure. We don't know where we're going with it. I mean, we're learning as we're experiencing it. But by experiencing, we're learning more. Okay. All right, Marby. Would you like to have, you know what? I started this one way. I'll do it with you too. Let's see. We'll start out with Talking to Heaven. I'll pull a card from there, Angels, and then Soul's Journey. Marby, please. That one. Okay. Okay, Talking. All right, Angels. Well, if you're dreaming about Pleiadians or have dreamt about them, chances are you've met them. You're part of their family. You are a star seed, whether you realized it or not. I think I saw up in the chats that you weren't sure, but if they've come to you in dreams, you are a star seed. Most of us are here right now that are going through this and holding the light and witnessing what's going on. We're star seeds. We were here for this energy to help. Okay. And cards are a little sticky right now. And okay. All right. So let go of ego. Let yourself experience the strangeness, the weirdness. Don't try to be what everyone wants you to be. You know, it's not so much as ego as far as thinking you're better than anyone. It's the ego of wanting to blend in and be what everyone wants you to be. And then I have role and connection. That could also be a connection to loved ones that you haven't seen in a long time. Maybe they're coming dreamland and abundance. I am a limitless being. This physical reality. And those are the cards I got. Brenda, better. You're welcome. So, how are you doing, Brenda? Hope you're. I know I have to get better at sending out even more notifications. I only remembered 30 minutes beforehand. Like, ooh, probably should start doing it 2 hours beforehand. Process. You're welcome, Harvey. A card. Ooh, I just there. Just like my fire has. Let's see if I can move. Okay. Yeah, I might do it. In fact, maybe the day before. Like I said, I'm not too sure about this next Friday. I have to go to Tennessee Wednesday, and I'll probably be up there probably till through the weekend. So next Friday I won't be on. I have to help a friend of mine, and one, she doesn't have a fire pit, and two, I'll be so exhausted from helping her. So I won't be on next week. Hmm. That's something that I learned to do years ago when I first was disabled and I went through depression. I learned that to get myself out of it, if I can do, I started out, if I can do one thing a day, then it was if I can accomplish two things a day, then three things a day, and I pretty much stayed at three. And now that I help watch my grandson, I'm not adding a fourth. Yeah, some days just getting up is good enough. And every now and then you need a house coat day where you get up, kind of get up. You just stay in your gown, throw a robe on, get yourself something, coffee, or just veg out all day. And with the energy the way it is, we probably need one once a week right now. Yeah, depression's it can get you. I understand how some people let it take over. It's a difficult thing to work through. And if you have good family and friends that are just not going to let you go down that path, it helps a lot too. They have to really put up with a lot just to be able to help you, because when you're depressed, you don't want to deal with them. Yeah, my grandson went home about 5 today. He's a sweetie, but oh man, the energy. Would anyone else like a card? Earlier, I started out with the animal frequency cards. So that's how I started tonight. Oh, yeah, when you don't have a functioning immune system. That's why we're trying to go out on vacation as much as we can and see as many of the parks, national parks, and things that we've always wanted to see, because we're having some immune issues here between my husband and me. So right now, while we're strong enough, we're doing everything we can. And pajama days, those are pretty fun days. Nowadays, though, with being able to go online and all the things that we have available to us, it's a lot easier when you're shut in. We can still make friends over YouTube and all the other little outlets we have. Let's see if the generals and admirals. Okay. All right, I'll check that out. Okay. All right. Can you give us some guidance on how the generals are going to deal with this loyalty test? I am hearing it's not going to go over as planned. Some may be humoring him, but at this moment in time, they're planning on staying strong. I'm hearing he will not win the battle with the military. I have them all upside down here. Okay, let's see. Started out with the Page of Wands, and it's telling me that they're getting very creative, the regime, for entertainment purposes only. They're getting very creative, and they're exploring many possibilities to try to make things the way they want it to be. However, they're going to end in failure. Get the Death card, it's the ending. So, and followed by the Three of Swords, heartbreak, strife. Yeah, like the message that just came through me. It's not that they're not going to be able to take over the military. The military is going to stay strong. They may start out acting like they're going to humor him to see just how far he's taking it. But really what they're doing is they're giving the regime the rope. you want an animal card for each person here tonight? Okay, I can do that. Let's see, where's my animal cards? Here they are. Alrighty. Hello, Maureen. How are you doing? Okay. Card. Animal frequency. Ooh, you got the kangaroo. The kangaroo is a very nervous energy. Talents are balance, courage, escaping faith, forward motion, leaps over problems, positive energy, solid foundation, speed, and stamina. Now, your challenges with this type of frequency are aggression, easily distracted, restless, unfocused, and unpredictable. And that's what I got for you, Dakota. The kangaroo, though, is a very, very mothering type of energy. And yeah, mothers, we have a tendency to try to do too much for everything. So, would anyone else like to have a frequency card? Socials, Blue Sky is the Blue Sky and YouTube and Facebook. I'm on Facebook because I have a son in the military, and it's the easiest way to keep up with pictures and what's going on. You know, my family's kind of scattered. Would anyone else like to have an animal frequency card? Oh, overseas an attempt. Now, I don't. I know I said it in. I don't know which one I talked about this, but I know I talked about I felt sleeper cells, and I felt this. Oh gosh, I forgot when it was. It was months ago. I felt them scattered, preparing, and we already know that there's been a lot of Russian influence here, so I was not surprised when I heard about all the spyware found at the UN office and everything. Um, I don't think we're going to get hit real hard. We're not going to have another 9/11, but we are going to have some scares. Um, there are going to be there are going to be some problems, but I think on the whole, everybody's prepared because of what's going on and how Russia has been trying to invade more than just Ukraine. They're stepping into a lot of other territory. I think everyone around the world's they're being careful, extra cautious. Um, I can pull a card on that too if you want, but yeah, I just don't feel. I feel a strange peacefulness. I feel like we have people that aren't quite caught up in the regime that have been keeping an eye out on things. And around the world, they know they're more prepared than we are. So there'll be some hits, but there won't be another 9/11. Yeah, I was feeling a little nervous at first about the military being called in, and but then I heard don't. And then when I had talked to my son, he's in the army, and he was like, nah, nothing to worry about. And it felt right. So I'm really not worried. They're trying to scare us. Well, now, sloths are not something that's just a slow animal. They're just very careful and particular on what they want to do. They preserve their energy to use their energy where it's needed most. There's a way to look at things. It's not always the way you think. Maureen, oh yes. Okay, I'll do Terry's and then Maureen's. Okay, Terry. Ooh, that's interesting. You got a Pegasus. Talents, beauty, emotional stability, gentleness, graceful, inspiration, messenger, purity, service to others, speed, spirituality, travel, and wisdom. Now, you know, travel doesn't have to be physical. Challenges are feelings of intellectual or spiritual superiority, manipulating others' emotions, or snobbish behavior. I don't think you have to have that problem. Those are just challenges to be aware of. But the talents, those are really good talents. Emotional stability and gentleness, a messenger, an inspiration. That is a very, very lovely card to have. And Maureen, would you like to have, are you wanting, let me do Brenda's animal card. I didn't do that. I was talking about the sloth. Let's see, Brenda. And do you want, Maureen, do you want a regular card? I have messages from guides. Actually, I'll do the three that I did for the others. That's what I'll do. All right, Brenda. Ah, okay. Ooh, you've got the Vixen, Median Vixen. Adaptable, chasing your dreams, cunning, escaping, intuitive, secretive, strategic, sure footed, swift and wise, challenges, intimidating, predator, trickster. And those are only challenges. That doesn't mean you have that, it's just you have to be aware of that. All right, Maureen, let's get you some cards going. We'll start out with Talking to Heaven. Maureen. Okay, we'll stop. All right. And Angels, message from Angels. Oh, they're just not wanting to. Oh, it's because one wanted to fall out. Oh, okay, wow. And and fall out. Okay, here's your message, Maureen. Patience is a virtue. There's a sacred plan in place. And again, patience. I accept that everything happens in divine order. And that came from from the heaven, the angels, and the soul journey. Hope that resonated with you. We keep seeing a firebomb in the east. Yeah, I don't really see. Hmm, there's going to be some close calls, and it's going to be because of the sleeper cells. There'll be some damage, but not what they had hoped. Let's see. Yeah, scared and divide. Yeah, that's true. The files are uniting a lot of people that you wouldn't imagine ever siding together. Yeah, I was reading about the Zora Ranch. There's a lot of delayed tactics being. The Republicans are trying to stop it, and that's why the government shutdown is probably going to happen because Democrats are pushing for the release, and some Republicans have crossed the aisle. Yeah, I read about her husband. We're going to have a lot of surprises. I did a reading on that a while back about we're going to have a lot of surprises coming out about everything going on. People we would never have thought of being involved in stuff like this. And I'm not going to name names because I don't want to get in trouble, but there's some shockers coming up. A lot of people wanting to move from where they are. Yeah, they're going to pull every tactic they can. But the house of cards is getting ready to fall. It's we just have to be patient. It's difficult to say that because we see so much destruction happening. But to be honest, a lot of our stuff was built on sand. We're just going to have to build back better, and we're going to be given a better chance at it now. It's difficult seeing a lot of the stuff that we had accomplished being taken away, but somehow I think it's all going to come out much better in the long run. Yeah, I live in Florida. I know about being scared, but this is where I grew up. This is what I know. This is my family. It's where I am. And I've always felt that all those people that say, oh, you have to move here and you have to move there because this is going to happen and that, I've always felt that whatever's going to happen is going to happen, and it doesn't matter where you're at. You can uproot your whole family and move up to, say, Virginia or somewhere because you think Florida is going to be underwater. But what if you're on vacation and it happens when you're on vacation? I mean, you're going to be where you're supposed to be when something's going to happen. So you just have to have faith that everything's going to work out the way it's meant to be. Okay, Terry, tell us. I've never been to Lake Superior. I want to go up there and visit places. My husband and I want to see all these places we've read about and heard about and just never been able to go to. You were born in Normal? I think that'd be the only way I would ever be described as normal is if I was born somewhere called Normal. Eh, third cousins is not as bad as first and second, and that's happened and happening to this day. And you got your BS degree in Normal too. I've always want to see Lake Erie also. There's so many places I want to see. I live in Florida, and I've never been to Coral Castle. So my husband and I have decided that's one of the first things we're going to do this next year. We're going to go over to Coral Castle. We were supposed to do it earlier, but things keep happening. It'll happen when it's meant to. Would anyone else like a card? We're at 10:53. I think I'll pull one for the collective on the energy. For this weekend. And I got for everybody to rest and rejuvenate. And remember, right now, during all this time going on, do your thankful prayers and ground and hug a tree if you can. If not, at least go walk barefoot in the grass for a few minutes or visualize it. If you can't go outside, then just close your eyes and visualize. Just go there in your mind. Please, what? Oh, that's nice. That they're going back and using Dakota names. That's good. The Fitzgerald song. Oh my word. I remember the first time I heard it. I was asleep I have to have music on when I'm sleeping. And that song came on, and I had this terrible nightmare of being on a ship and it going down and I'm drowning. And I woke up and it was that song playing. And that was how I first heard that song. Hey, I think it's great going back to the original names and stuff. We really shouldn't have changed names. My son wrestled with a young man that named Dakota that is also of the tribe. See, that's the fun part, trying to say the names, because we do have a lot of the name. We have a lot of names, indigenous names here in Florida, and that's the fun thing, trying to say the names. And then when you finally start getting it right, hearing other people try to say the names, it keeps your mind sharp. Oh, in November, nice. You're going to New Orleans. Yeah, see, I'm not even going to attempt to say the names because I would have to practice first. And if I tried to now, I think I would offend them by messing up terribly. Oh, now Okeechobee. That's a simple one. Kissimmee. Those are all simple names. Well, we're almost at the 11 mark. Thank y'all so much for showing up tonight and helping me out here. Thank you. I hope the cards resonated with you. And I'm so happy to see y'all talking amongst yourselves and having fun. Oh, you're not going to New Orleans, you're going to Chicago. Oh, the train. Okay. Oh, okay. I see. I see. See, that's the thing. I've been to quite a few states, but I only went to gyms because my sons were all wrestlers. So I didn't get to enjoy any of the states or cities, just sat in a gym taping my sons. Now I'm going around and I'm actually seeing the sights. Thank y'all. Y'all have a wonderful weekend. Like I said, I doubt if I'll be able to go on at all. I'll probably be gone all next week. If I get a break, I might pop in on someone's channel, but I'm not going to be home. I'll be in Tennessee. Thank y'all for showing up. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. Bye. Love and light.